Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for this episode of the Doobert webinar. So today we're going to be looking at how we can use the case tags and animals tags for reporting purposes. So the great thing about these tags is that they not only help you out within the case to really prioritize some of your key information, but they also give us a really good resource when it comes to customizing our reports. Because there is only so many fields in Doobert that are reportable, we can kind of manipulate the case tags to basically collect the information that we are looking for. So the great thing about this is that we can run a report in both CCM and the animals module. So the process of adding the tags in is a little bit different, as well as the fields in each module, but I'm going to walk you guys through both so you can see. But other than that, let's get into the webinar. So our overview, we're going to learn how to quickly utilize the case tags, and we're going to build that customized report that we're all looking for with all of the information that we need. I will also give you guys a couple ideas for some uses for the animal tags that will also make reporting really simple and quick as well. And then I also highly recommend color coding your tags based on your priority levels of, for example, a high priority case or anything like that, or anything that stands out to you in red, things like that. So other than that, just some effective uses for case tags. These are really good for specific fields that you want to report that may not be included in the reporting module's fields. So tags are going to be a really good option to build that. And then we're going to add case tags for the key information that's valuable to our reports. So it applies to case tags, but also the tags about the contact as well. So those are both reportable. And then I just threw a couple examples in here. So for example, high priority, intake diverted, completed spay neuter, multiple animals, or a helpline request. If you're looking to kind of get those high level counts of which one of your cases had each of those tags, we're going to be looking at how we can do that and then kind of break it up in Excel as well. So animal tags for reporting is going to be a little bit different than the case tags for reporting. So with these, we're going to list any key information, again, that's not included in the reportable fields that are really key to your process or reports. And then what we're going to do is list that key information. So for example, we can say that they are bottle fed, grain free, crate trained, separation anxiety, destructive, fenced yard, all things like that. So really your more specific information that you really need within your reports that may not be, I guess, applicable in any of the fields within Doobert. So that's what we're going to start building out in the animals. And then other than that, that's all I have for our slides. So now we're going to hop into the system and start walking through the case tags first, and then we're going to walk into the animals process. So, okay, so now I am in our organization dashboard right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the companion case management and head over to our cases to start. And I'm going to use an existing case for my case tags, just so you guys can see really what the case tags are rather than me walking through the whole process of creating a case. So I'm going to go and view our advanced filters here, and I'm going to assign to Lena, and then I'm going to search. And then as you can see right here, we also have a search filter for any of the tags. So if you start typing these out and you have a couple specific ones in mind, you can stack them with the any and all option as well. So that's a really great resource for searching by case tags. So anyways, I'm just going to click on the assign to myself, and I'm going to search. So now we have all the cases that are assigned to me. So as you can see, I have quite a few in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on the spay and neuter one just as a quick example for you guys to see what we can do with some of these case tags. And while that loads, what I'm going to do is just put a couple in here, and then we'll move into the animal tags, and then we're going to go into reporting, and we'll start running those reports. Okay, so now that I have this case open, what we're going to do is start adding our case tags right here. So if we want to create a new one, we'll just start typing and click on the plus sign. But if we want to use one of our existing ones, they'll pop up below. So I'm just going to add a few in here really quick. So we're going to put intake converted. And then we'll choose our color right here. So like I said, we can put the color for priority, all things like that, just for organization purposes. So we can put the green here for that one. And then we can also do that this was a helpline request. If your organization has a helpline, that is always a good way to see which ones came from the helpline, which ones came from another source. So we can choose our color for that. So we'll just do a blue for the helpline. And then we can also add the multiple animals. So then when we're running the report, we know that a certain amount of the cases are going to have multiple animals listed in our tag. So this is kind of a way to view whether someone's just bringing in one animal or multiple animals, if that's something your organization likes to track. So then we'll choose our color for this one here as well, just like that. And then we're going to click on that plus sign. And then when we head over to our additional info right here, this is where we can start building out our tags about the contact. So these are a little bit different than the case tags. So whereas the case tags are a little bit more geared towards the situation, the animal, these are going to be a little bit more geared towards the contact or the pet owner. So with these, I'm going to start just adding a few. Okay, so I have one in here. We're just going to put that they're experiencing a lifestyle change, and that's why they're looking to have their pet spayed and neutered or possibly rehomed. So all things like that. So I just have one of those in there just as a little bit of an idea of what you can do with those. So that is really it for the case tag side of things, adding them, getting them ready for our report. So now we're going to move into the animals tab. Okay, so heading over to our animals right here, we're going to click on that, and then we're going to click on our dashboard for animals. And like I said, I'm going to just do one that we already have created, so you guys don't have to watch me create the whole thing again. So let me just get these to load really quick. We do have a lot of animal profiles in here. That's why it does take a little while to load. Okay, so now that they've loaded, I'm going to click on this one, and I'm just going to click on that pencil right here, and then this is going to let us start adding tags to our animal profile. So we have all this filled out already because I'm grabbing one that is already used, but right here, see we have some general tags. We have fenced yard, no cats, for example, and we can add that she is fed grain free, for example, if we want to track how many pets that are grain free. I'm just going to add a new one just to show you guys. It's super similar process right here. We can just do that. We can add that she's crate trained just to get an idea of how many pets that we bring in that are crate trained versus aren't, just to give our training and behavior program some resources on what the community might need. So that's another option for these. So all things like that, that looks great. We have our general tags right here. So that's going to be it for just adding our tags to all of our cases and animals. So now we're going to go into our reporting module and start building the CCM report as well as the animals report. Okay, so heading over to our reporting module here at the bottom, we are just going to click on Companion Case Management to start. And I'm going to go up here to where it says Change Fields and make sure we have none selected already. And then now I'm going to start going through and just building my custom reports. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the case creation date as well as the case type. And we're going to add case status as well as case tags and tags about contact right there. So that is how we're going to add our tags to our report. So that looks great. I'm not going to add any more just to kind of keep it simple for you guys. But once I have those selected, I'm going to click on add and make sure they're all here. And that looks good. So I'm just going to click update. So now this has ran a report for me on all of my case creation dates, my case types, my statuses, my tags, as well as my tags about contact. So it's all going to go in a line right here. So that's really great. Here we can see we have some of the tags in here. It says it's concerned citizen, a spay and neuter, track rental. They have outdoor unknown cats. They have 1 to 5, outdoor kittens, all things like that. We have that they're looking for a long-term foster, and they are able to care for any sick or injured animals, cats, kittens, all things like that. So as you can see, the case tags are really beneficial in getting those high-level insights from our data and our reports. So that looks great. So all I'm going to do with this is I can click on these 3 dots right here. If this is a report that we think we want to run pretty frequently, I'm just going to save it as a template. But for right now, I'm just going to click on export because we're going to look at it through Excel as well. So once I click export on this, it is just going to give me a download file right here. So I'm just going to open that really quickly. Okay, so now I have this open in Excel. So basically with these case tags, if we have a lot of them in here, we are going to have to filter them a little bit and use Control F to kind of get what we're looking for. So for example, if we click Control F, we can just search concerned citizen. Then we can just flip through all the ones that are concerned citizens. We can get the high level counts. We can sort and filter. We can do all those things in Excel. So that's the really best way to kind of sort through all of our case tags and really break them up and to get those high level counts of basically that case tag that you're looking for. So now we're going to jump back in and I'm going to show you guys the animals process, which is super similar, but I just want to show you guys what the fields look like in the reporting module. So back into the reporting module, we're going to click on reporting again, and we're going to head over to animals reporting up here. And here we go, same process. We're going to clear out what we already have in here. We're going to remove all those. And then now we can start scrolling through here. We can see that we have general tags and group tags options here as well. So for example, if you have a litter, you can use a group tag for that. That's a really great way to identify which animals that you have within your organization are connected to a litter. Or our general tags, which we added, they all work really similarly. But other than that, we're just going to go through and select a few fields here. And we can also use the likes and dislikes tags as well. So they work a little bit differently. We technically don't call them tags, but they do show up as a tag format. So that's another great way to track your likes, dislikes, and fun facts here. But we're just going to click on animal type, animal breed, and I think that's it. So we're just going to click on add. So now we have animal is on a case. It'll let us know if there's general tags, animal types, as well as the breeds, and then we can just get some high-level information from this report. So I'm just going to click on update. And here is our new report here. We can see we have our general tags, that they were adopted more than 30 days ago, that they need a fenced yard, they don't do well with cats, it's an owned pet, for example, that they are crate trained, spayed, and they need a fenced yard, all things like that. And then same process would go for these, where we can save this as a template, we can export it, we can print it, all things like that. So that is all I have for using our tags to build a custom report. So now we're going to jump back into the slides and just go through a quick Q&A. So our first question is, where can I view all of my case tags across every module in Doobert? So great question. That is available in our manage tag section. So I'm going to show you guys that really quickly. So once we open this up and we click on shortcuts right here, we have manage tags, and that is where we can just go to create tags here as well, and then we can just pop them into our cases as already created. We can search ours, we can view all the times that they were used here as well. If you're looking for those high level counts, that's a really great way to get those as well. So I highly recommend that. And then our next question is, can I search animals by tags in the animals module? So great question. I'm going to show you guys that one as well. So heading back over into our animals module and clicking on the dashboard, here we have the advanced filters. And here we can just search our animal tags here as well. So that's a great one. So fenced yard, for example, we can search those right here. And then we can just get those animal profiles to come up. So there we have 2 that need a fenced yard. So super simple, and I highly recommend using these tags for both searching and reporting. So that is all I have for today's webinar. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in our future webinars.